everybody. In this video, you will be learning about Convert.ToString and ToString in C#. So what we're going to be covering in this video is we're going to be understanding about the difference between Convert.ToString and ToString. So let's get started. What I'll do first is I'm going to talk about Convert.ToString. So you've already learned about the Convert class in my last video. So, like I'm saying, we'll be talking about Convert.ToString first. So, Convert.ToString is used, of course, to convert a value to a string data type. For example, here I'm assigning the value 10 to an integer variable, and then I'm declaring a string variable, and then assigning that the value of our age itself, but I'm using the Convert class. So the syntax for declaring a Convert.ToString method is Convert.ToString, start up a bracket, and then the variable name that you want to convert to a string. So in our case, it is age. This handles the null values as well. So if we convert a null value, then it returns, of course, an empty string. For example, here I declare an object and assign it the value of null. And then I declare a string, that is string age, and then I assign it the value of this object by using the Convert class. So of course the value of this age, string age, is gonna be null, that is an empty string. Now I hope you're clear about the Convert.ToString method. Next, I'm going to talk about ToString. So even ToString is used to convert a value to a string data type. For example, the syntax for declaring a ToString method is first the variable name that you want to convert to a string, .ToString, that is the syntax. And here is an example of where you can use a ToString method. Here I'm declaring an integer and assigning the value of 10, that is age. Then I'm declaring a string, and then I'm typing in age, that is this integer variable, age.ToString, bracket, semicolon. So the value of string age is 10 and it has successfully been converted. So if we convert a null value, then it returns a null reference exception. So there will not be any errors at compile time, but there will be an error at runtime. So this is not like the Convert.ToString method. If you're converting a null value, then you'll just get an empty string, but as for this ToString method, you'll get a null reference exception. So here let's look at an example. So here I'm assigning the value of null to an object. Then I'm trying to convert that to a string. So string age equal to, I'm assigning the value of this age by the ToString method. So age.ToString. Again, there will be no errors at compile time, but there will be an error at runtime. I'll show you that in the Visual Studio demo. So now I hope you're clear about all these two concepts. Now I'm going to show you a demo. Okay, so here I've fired up Visual Studio and I've created a console application. So what I'll do first is I'm going to show you an example of Convert.ToString method. So here I'm going to declare an integer age and assign it the value of, let's see, 100, semicolon, and then I'm going to declare a string str age equal to convert add to string, start up a bracket, and age, semicolon. Okay, that is how you can use the Convert.ToString method. Now let's print this on the console. So console.writeLine, and I want to print strh. Okay, now let's go ahead and run our program. So the result 100 is displayed on the console. So now you know about the Convert.ToString. Now let's try the toString method. So here instead of Convert.ToString, I'm just going to delete that, and then I'm going to type in age.toString bracket. Okay, so now again let's go ahead and run our program. So again the result is all the same. So now if I try to give, I'm going to change this to an object instead of an integer, and then I'm going to assign it a null value. Now if we run our program, we'll get an error. There is no error at compile time, but there will be an error at run time. So I'm just going to show you that. I'll go ahead and run my program. So it says me that there's an unhandled exception. It says system.null reference exception. So that's what I said you some time ago. Okay. Now I'm just going to close this. Now we'll try out the same thing with Convert.ToString. So Convert.ToString age. If I run my program, let's check out what happens. So there's no kind of error, and it's an empty string, so nothing gets displayed. So if you are doubting that there will be some if you have a confusion that the source type is gonna be a null, then I strongly recommend you to use the Convert.ToString and not the toString, because if you use toString, then you will get an error, that is an unhandled exception, that is null reference exception. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more. Goodbye till the next video.